Hope is the thought of wanting change to what the current circumstances are for them as an individual or society as a whole. The question we all need to ask is, have you ever hoped for something but never taken action to it? The truth is, many people hope for things but never take the next step to fix or resolve it. There's been many people historically that have brought hope. A man by the name Oskar Schindler, portrayed in Steven Spielberg's 1993 Schindler's List, gave hope to the Jews in a time of lifelessness under Nazi power on both a local and a global scale. The local word refers to the people that Schindler directly interacted with, while the global word reflects how the result of his actions on a local level had a flow-on effect to the rest of the world in a time of struggle. Spielberg effectively demonstrates Schindler's impact of hope on a local level through the portrayal of characters, including within Schindler himself and other characters. Meanwhile, the impact of hope on a global level is presented through the continuing impact of Schindler's actions in providing hope. The movie Schindler's List, directed by Steven Spielberg, follows Oskar Schindler navigating through the World War II through the stages of the hero's journey, with the purpose of showing the action of one person can make a difference in lives of others is crucial when talking about hope. In the film, Oskar Schindler is portrayed as a man who visually it was made to follow and support his leader, Adolf Hitler. Deep down, Schindler had sympathy and empathy for these people which have gotten their lives ruined due to a man with great power. Acquiring businesses originally owned by Jews, Oskar is given the opportunity to help the lifeless Jews. Oskar builds a bond with a key character named Isaac Stern, who was a Jewish accountant which acts as a mentor for Oskar. Isaac allowed for Schindler's businesses to acquire the correct workers from the concentration camps, which have been seen from its overall success. Steven Spielberg highlights the unfair treatment from other leaders in the Nazi Party through his selection of camera angles. Spielberg skillfully does this to highlight the dark nature and actions of Schindler's colleagues compared to Schindler. The continuing switching between high and low shots highlights the helpless nature of the Jews when confronted with a Nazi Party leader. Contrasting to Schindler, Oskar approached all Jews with respect. An example of this can be seen with Schindler comforting a Jewish housewife after her unfair treatment from her Nazi leader. The meeting shot in this scene highlights Schindler's loving and caring nature. He sees himself equal to anyone else, even though he is part of the Nazi Party and is expected to show dominance over the Jews. This is key to note, as this is Oskar Schindler's attempt to bring hope to others by giving them a visible future. On another local scale, Oskar Schindler attempts to bring his colleagues to his level by providing respect to Jews. Oskar speaks to Armin Goff to try and get him to show kindness and leadership to not kill them. Armin Goff represents the average Nazi leader with an evil mind to kill. Spielberg skillfully uses informative language. Power is when we have every justification to kill and we don't. To show the contrasting characters with Mr. Schindler and Armin Goff responds with the line, "I think you're drunk." The strategic implementation by Steven Spielberg further develops characterization in the film, which further shows how different Oskar Schindler is compared to his colleagues. On a global scale, Oskar Schindler gave life to many Jews by giving them a sense of hope for their future. Spielberg skillfully utilizes symbolism of shooting in black and white to represent the Holocaust itself to emphasize life without life. In the last scene, we witness a transition effect, where color is introduced. This symbolizes the future the Jews will get from Oskar's actions. Furthermore, in this clip, we can see Jews placing rocks on Oskar Schindler's grave. This act is a tradition in the Jewish faith, which represents the permanence of memory of this person. Rocks don't die and will last forever, symbolizing the continual impact Oskar Schindler had on their life. There are more than 6,000 descendants of Schindler's Jews still alive today. If Schindler did not give hope to the Jews, these 6,000 people wouldn't have experienced the nature of life. So I challenge you, when faced with adversity on a local or global scale, be a person which stands up for right. Be a person like Oskar Schindler, a person which stood up for the core values and beliefs. Show hope in every action you take, as you never know, this may give the little fighting edge someone else needs to keep living. Thank you and good night.